we beat them. Insurgents, not a bit nervous. Encouraged, got a bit further to go by any means. Getting rid of our enemies. A-V-A-L-A-N-C-H-E, yeah, that's who we be. Insurgents, not a bit nervous. No lip service, got a bit further to go. Do what I gotta get. Who want a problem with A-V-A-L-A-N-C-H-E, yeah, that's who we be. It's a massive company called Shinra. I don't know exactly what they get into, but they wanna get control of my live stream, and I just can't let that continue. They don't care who they hurt, who they injure, wanna turn the whole planet against us. So it's up to get join the resistance, or you wind up going against us. My name is Barrett Wallace, and I'm known for paralyzing, pulverizing punks into submission. I ain't fantasizing. Wish this world wasn't violent. It'll get worse if we allow it. Hot hair with a candy for an arm and a mind with number of inches sided. And I represent Avalanche. Man, them chumps don't have a chance. Watch them scatter, man. We never embarrass land those battle plans. My people beside me, team to provide me with a bit of voice of reason. Got big, got wedge and Jesse. Anybody in my way, I'm squeezing. Get behind me, I'm leading, but bomb in the region. It's gotta be the highest treason. We came too far to back down, and I'm not leaving till we even. Bring it to whoever wants, you can get it quick. Got the president and everybody throwing fits, and we gotta get control of it. Ain't nobody hopping off this train till it's over with. Insurgents, not a bit nervous. Encouraged, got a bit further to go by any means. Getting rid of our enemies. A-V-A-L-A-N-C-H-E, yeah, that's who we be. Insurgents, not a bit nervous. No lip service, got a bit further to go. Do what I gotta get. Who want a problem with A-V-A-L-A-N-C-H-E, yeah, that's who we be. A-R-R-E-1-T, they gon' have to come get me if they want me. I don't bend, I don't break, I don't care about much. Just my daughter Marlene and my people being free. See, you gotta understand, son, I don't have the answer. I just keep the faith, and I always keep a handgun. No, I mean that literally, cause I got a handgun. I call it a gun arm, so I'm never unarmed. Keep the high top fade, and I keep a bad attitude. Pity the fool that compare me to that other dude. Avalanche reppin' till the day I pass on. Willing to die for freedom. Ready if you should need them, cause we beat them. Insurgents, not a bit nervous. Encouraged, got a bit further to go by any means. Getting rid of our enemies. A-V-A-L-A-N-C-H-E, yeah, that's who we be. Insurgents, not a bit nervous. No lip service, got a bit further to go. Do what I gotta get. Who want a problem with A-V-A-L-A-N-C-H-E, yeah, that's who we be. Yeah. Is it right to go on? They're all gone. They died for the planet. Will they ever forgive us? Right now, I really don't know. Yeah. I've been real. When I'm with ill, I spit skills, get gilled like mithril, blow like a pinwheel. Live from the live stream, tighten your flows and get tossed in the cycle of souls. And only the foolish try, the rest know full well it's suicide. Monsters traveled here on the last lunar cry. Prototype of the aura site, archetype, parasite. Get your data right or get shot at like time. A lyrical rhyme slave, erasure from my digital mind wave. Start up the crime wave, Project G when the meteor falls. Saw the future without reading your palms. I read 13 chapters and the rappers come after. Random major blow like Mac-O reactors. Keep the sister ray equipment straight. Command counter with the ultimate, bring it into your day. Absolute, think you can stay in the avalanche. Traverse or level up a family, you don't have a chance. We got the superior material. Beware of the various terrors. We prepare for you, clear your area, it gets scarier. Absolute, think you can stay in the avalanche. Traverse or level up a family, you don't have a chance. We got the superior material. Beware of the various terrors. We prepare for you, clear your area, it gets scarier.
Yeah, lights out in the city. For the right, yo, my cut ties with my pity. Come alive when it's gritty. Keep more than a buster on my back. Do it for the scene, not talking film, it's not an act. System failure from the top down. Oppression from technology, guess we should play the cop now. How we get so lost, wow. Soldier up, it just be a statistic. Genova cells are flowing through the veins of every misfit. Wouldn't miss it for the world, I'll just switch up the stand. General nothing, I won't let my adversaries advance. Better throw up your hand, feel that light stream pumping. Mako green lights, hit the gas, hard thumping. We don't ever fall down, we don't ever give up. When it's crunch time, avalanche is coming in clutch. Cut the bomb set.
don't have a chance. We got the superior material. Beware of the various terrors. We prepare for you. Clear your area. It gets scarier. Absolute. Think you can stay in the avalanche. Traverse or level up. A family, you don't have a chance. We got the superior material. Beware of the various terrors. We prepare for you. Clear your area. It gets scarier.
I'm here, and hopefully you can hear me. I know you can't hear the game because I didn't mess things up. But I think I have a friend who's gonna help me fix what I broke later on. Alright, that worked last time. Fix yourself, homie. Alright, let's do this. Then let's do this. Right. Then let's do this. That didn't work this time. Don't put me through all this drama. Oops, I mean, I know why it's doing it. I just don't really know how to fix it. And I don't know if you can hear me or not because I have the fan on because it's hot as hell. But it's way too early to turn on the air conditioner. Oh, almost had it. Almost had it. Alright. Close that. Alright, let's go to properties. What do we got? Okay. That's right. That's right. Monitor and output. You good? So why are you acting like you don't know what you're supposed to be doing? I mean, it's my own fault. There we go. Then I'm supposed to have a filter on this mic that blocks out certain sounds, but I don't think it's blocking out the fan much. But whatever, let's get to the game. Wait, I can test if I can be heard or not. Hold on. Yes, I can be heard. Okay. Where were we? Oh, we in the room. Why are we in the room? Okay, it's morning. Alright, so we just woke up. Bet. What stuff we got to do? Explore the secret. I don't know how to do that. Who made that? The rest of the armor. Couldn't lie to you. Run the number of the victim's armor. Call Alice back. Victim's tattoos. There is something she wants to tell. Oh, yeah, but I gotta. Oh, I got that. I can do that before we head to wherever we're going. The dead body on the call, gym. Okay, the library. I gotta talk more about that too. Damn it. Okay, we're good. How much longer do we have on whatever? This is at 72%. All right, let's go. I gotta do that dude's jacket first. Talk to Kim.
Yes? I'm glad to hear it, Detective. I was wondering when we'd get to this very subject.
Good, we're on the same page.
If you ask me, it's high time for you to put the bottle away. Sober up, get back to basics. That would be my advice.
Oh, I'm not giving up drinking. It's what got me where I am today. No, I meant like la response, whatever that is.
Why are you pronouncing it like that gentleman from the Institute of Price Stability?
Who?
You know what? Forget it. What specifically are you trying to assign responsibility for?
Wait, what? You know what? Forget it. What specifically are you trying to assign responsibility for? Point to the ground. For the murder. For my disaster of a life. Spread your arms wide for this whole situation. Let's go with 3.
Now I understand. Next, I suppose you're going to tell me you need to form a committee to assign this responsibility. Fascinating. And here I believed your recent turn towards moralism was just an act. In any event, I am just a humble law official. I may work under
I'm
the
so
moral interns
confused.
umbrella, but I'm certainly not qualified to serve on any committee.
Give me 1 sec. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry about that.
You know who might be, though? That Mr. Villedroit, the gentleman you met in the young man's apartment. If I were trying to get in touch with the coalition, I would start by seeking him out. But first you might need to speak with his young companion.
Oh, Lord.
Now, was there anything else? What do you want to know? I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition. You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
I don't remember being in on anything.
That's good.
You know,
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off. It's just stupidity. The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is
really
part of
talked to
Jamrock
him.
or the industrial harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
so this is a struggle over who runs
Well,
Martinez.
sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to
So
police
why
Martinez
would
and
we
who
work
has.
together?
It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite a brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary, somewhere in your mind hangs a dark green blackboard. There are two columns. One says cases solved, the other confirmed kills.
Close your eyes.
The rows are endless. Jean Vicmer, Judith Minot, a special consultant. What was his name? Then the rows degrade into...
Yes, I'm an unrepentant spoil sport.
For some reason, I thought you had 104 solved cases.
Well, technically, the official record keeper has been known to double count murder-suicide.
A common accounting gimmick used to inflate precinct stats.
I'm good enough for this case. I'm not here to compete. I came because I had to.
Special about
My fellow
Martinez?
Martinez. Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
I was sent to teach you a lesson in style. There can only be one conclusion. I am the finest, a case-solving machine sent to outperform you in every way imaginable. I must be, whatever that word is, an apocalyptic omen. Probably have an unbelievable kill count. I'm gonna leave why I was sent
The silence carries.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
Hmm. 83, let's try.
Because you're the best
Damn!
No, that doesn't seem right.
I should have saved it.
If you're so well qualified, why can't you remember why you were sent? Anyway, don't keep... No response. He's having trouble processing it, believing it. A moment passes. The lieutenant glances.
Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
I kind of want to do that over now. Yeah, let's do that over. Because I have stuff that can upgrade my what was it, logic? What do we got? Composure. does logic. That does logic. That does logic. Okay, just putting this hat on should give me enough logic. Takes my perception down, but... Nope, go back. So that brings my logic to what? 7? We'll see if that's enough.
Yes? I'm glad to hear it, Detective. If you ask me, it's high time for you to put the bottle away. Why are you pronouncing it? You know what? Forget it. What specifically are you trying to assign? No. Next, I suppose you're going to tell me you need to form a committee to assign this Fascinating. In any event, I am just... You know who might be, though? That Mr. Villedroit. If I were trying to get in touch with the coalition... Now, was there anything else? What do you want to know? I'm afraid you and I are pawns in... You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. Better still than It's just stupidity. The cop kind. Well, sort of. I think the dispatch desk...
So, he volunteered to... Somewhere in your mind, the rows are Jean Vicmer, Judith Minot.
Yes. I'm an unrepentant... Well, technically...
A common accounting gimmick used to...
I'm good enough for this case. I'm not here to compete. I came... Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No... Okay. Style me.
It's impossible to tell whether he's serious or joking.
This is what a modern cop looks like. Loosen your shoulders. You should ease up a bit. You need more looseness.
No, I don't. Was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition? Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
Okay, so now I have a 97% chance.
Look at you.
Boom.
It's because you're a failure. They sent you to Slight, Precinct 57.
Look at you. What? No, that can't be right.
Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late wearing piss-stained disco garb. You weren't sent here to win.
That sucks. Kim, what if my precinct sent me on his case because I'm a fuck up, like as a joke?
I've considered it. It would be immensely ugly of them, not to mention unprofessional, but I also think it's somewhat unlikely. I checked the records.
I hear something
This jurisdiction
outside my
dispute,
door.
who policies Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think, yes, both stations would prefer a win. Safe? No. But you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet. But it's there. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke.
Experience.
And even
love
if they
it.
did, they are in for a surprise.
Tell me about the case again.
What do you want to know? No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
I was thinking something otherworldly might be involved. White male in his 40s, what more do you need? Personally, I think labor disputes are very mysterious. Okay, so the case probably isn't mysterious, but could it be
As
sexy?
you know, there was considerable interest in this case at my station, but probably not for the reasons you have in mind.
Maybe there's a young woman involved. Are you sure there isn't some sexing? Oh, I guess that settles it.
Excellent. Was there anything else? Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit. Then you are not that far behind, actually. Do you want me to brief you? 3 days ago, the RCM emergencies desk
I just
received a
wanna
report about a
make sure I
security
do
guard who
everything.
was
I
found
don't
hanged
really-
in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria.
Brief.
The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Okay.
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Makes no sense.
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Really? Oh, they don't have it. Okay. Of course, yes, I understand everything now. Let's just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer.
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our
Secret
job
task.
to find the killer.
Why
That's
do we
the
have
case.
secret tasks?
Uncover and arrest the killer.
Can we go over the preliminary info again?
You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you again? There's no reason to. 3 days ago, during that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify. They didn't identify. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union. Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to. Good.
No response. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
So what should I concentrate on? I'm afraid this is a medical situation.
Try work, the case at hand. It can work miracles. Really? You look fine to me.
I'm talking serious. I'm doing that.
This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
Okay, my bad.
Clearly, he prefers to think you're malingering. He cannot fathom that anyone could drink so much as to retroactively
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth.
Okay.
Was there anything else you wanted? Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. That's a fair point. Alright, that's correct.
That makes him a Beano-clad, completely uncocked material, if you say so yourself.
I didn't know they let binoculars because I'm not gonna call him that.
Are they? They are mostly just cumbersome.
You don't look like other people around here.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity, and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolari state west of the Insulindian Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious.
Okay, I guess it's not interesting then. You're only making it sound interesting. I still want to know more.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't
Okay.
speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents.
A point of pride to him.
Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow. It's like you're locked down.
Something the matter, detective?
What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in his... The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with, like, your...
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary.
So how do you tap the inside of your head? So you're saying your brain never just chimes in with the device or warnings or anything?
What? Think? I do most of my work inside my notebook.
True.
The lieutenant produces his familiar. We all have our different mediums. His is written.
Good. Let's change the subject. Excuse me? You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide. I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically. They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
Yes, but containers contain things. Shiny things.
I like shiny things.
They're interesting.
I don't know. Containers contain, I guess. I'm making assumptions. We should move on.
Whatever. I got experience point. I'm happy. F them kids. The jacket. Here you go.
Tequila Sunset.
What do you do? Why do you keep losing your stuff?
My jacket?
A look of consternation crosses the man's face. He looks at you, then at his bottle, then back at you.
What the fuck are you talking about, Tequila?
Wait, what?
Foam? That's medium concept stuff, not my style at all. I can't believe I'm saying this, but maybe you should lay off the booze. It's
So
fucking
I
with your
get to
head.
keep the jacket, bet.
It becomes abundantly clear to you how this man managed to lose his keys, business, friends, and girlfriend. I'm calling it. It's neurological.
You're lost. I'm keeping the jacket for myself. I went through some dark shit to get this for you. Take the fucking jacket.
You know what? Fine. Maybe I can pawn it for some booze.
Aye, good thinking.
I want to hear a story. But I don't have any booze. I can't up my authority, which is one thing I need to do. I do need to up that, but I should wait. No. Oh, because I'm in a chat, that's why. Alright. This freaking hat does something. Takes away one perception. What is my perception at? Logic, rhetoric, suggestion. I don't see perception. Oh. My perception is at 4. Stop it. That's fine for now. We did not go this way at all. We can't go this way. Okay, bet. Well, that's one thing down. I don't remember if we checked everything this way. I don't remember going up there. I remember the kid. There was the trap. Gotta go to the other side and talk to freaking Kuno. Okay, yeah, I remember this now. There's nothing else over here. I have to check on that lock. All that's on the other side. I guess I can't go around that way. A few phone calls to make as well. Oh, it scared me. I thought it froze. There's something over here. Take your time. Oh, I wasn't looking. What happened? Did I get something? Damn. That sucks. I wasn't looking. Hold on. Can I go? walk the way I want. Walk this way. Talk this way. Alright, go back this way. Apparently we didn't look this way much. Oh, and the footprints, I don't think I looked. Stop it, do that. Before you can, oh, yeah, look from the other side. Scatter through the darkness. Jesus. So much to look at. Okay, if you have to go over there to look at it, wait, Obi. Look at the stuff right in front of you. What are you doing? Money. Money. Alcohol. We can talk to that dude again. Love it. Money. Nope. Stop. What's here? There's a tent. Drugs. Money. Money. And not really all. What's this building? Oh, okay. This is the building with the lock. Alright. How do we get over there, friend? Okay, we have to go this way. We didn't look this way yesterday because we had to get to the whatchamacallit place by 2100. And we did that. Okay, there's a man. Who are you, homie?
A shaggy-looking girl in
Oh,
her
you're a
late
girl.
teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Sorry, one sec.
Hello there.
That's all you gotta say to me?
It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat. She must
Dear
be freezing.
child, it's freezing. Where's your hat?
Huh? So should you.
True. I don't have to do anything. I'm the law. You have to do what the law says. I should, and I do.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
It's nice. You should wear one too if you plan on staying outside in this weather.
Yeah, well. Look, man, fuck the hat. I'm sorry I said fuck the hat. I was concentrating on something else. My whole family swears and it rubbed off on me. A cell.
I like that name.
Her hair is dyed blonde, with dark roots showing. There's a coarseness to her features, some masculinity below that timidness.
Why? Okay, it's Burger.
A very common name.
What's that device you
This
have?
is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
And the wire.
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone. A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
Your mangled brain would like you to know there is a boxer called Contact Mike.
Okay. Yeah, any news on my wife's name? How about my mother?
No. You're welcome.
Does this have anything to do with Contact Mike?
Yeah, I record stuff with it.
No.
No. This is a contact microphone. It's for recording inside of solid objects. Contact mic just beats people up.
Yeah, I should have
That's
known
not
that.
fair. And an understatement.
You know, Contact Mike doesn't beat people up. Contact Mike is a role model. How does that thing work?
The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble.
An entire litany spews forth.
Oh, Lord. Yes, you heard me right on second thought.
Yes? Same place I got the recorder from, the Palaceum.
What's the
Oh
Palaceum?
man. You haven't been to the Palaceum?
Nope.
It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole. It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck. Oh yeah, guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck, or really be a Palaceum going kind of person. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means either. That's cool. Sure. Okay. Recording, I guess.
What are you recording?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice, but there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that
Why
would
are you
sound.
doing this?
My boyfriend sold them. I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
Y'all
A
people
lie.
crazy.
They were probably pawned off for something suspicious.
And what are these recordings for?
The musicians in the Palaceum used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys
Oh,
jangling.
I gotta convince
Crazy
Bart to
sounds
let me
like that.
do
It's hard to explain.
karaoke.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway.
She rubs her shoulders and looks around.
I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
Oh, do I gotta get you one?
The sharp drop in endorphins is almost visible, like a warm blanket has fallen off her shoulders. The wave of chill, the quivering jaw, indications of a drug high.
Take this, your call.
No man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay.
Now this is where a hat would come in handy. Give her your hat. You said it's supposed to be a musical place. What is... Damn it.
Thanks. That? The boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum or something.
Did I
Stupid.
really lose my hat?
It's really not gonna be a Palaceum, that's for sure.
Did you let me pick which hat I gave her?
And who are these boys?
Yeah, Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent.
And why is that?
They got too much stuff crammed in there, no room. Music stuff mostly, like this tape recorder, but bigger. And there's piles of it. Yep, they were pretty. I'm sorry we sold those. That stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter, I can take the cold.
You said it's supposed to be a music place, but I had some
Go ahead.
questions. Tell me more about this music place you've been planning in the church. Yeah, I knew my empathy wasn't.
It's supposed to
high
become
enough.
like a club for anodic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Palaceum. Except that, yeah. You know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments. Synthesizers and tape consoles, microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that. I know, it's not my idea. Andre and the boys found the place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take it. Hey, don't get me wrong, but you're cops, right?
No, we're the police. What is the difference?
Okay, well, maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys, because there are some strange things going on in that church. If you're police, you should look into it, right?
Stop it. Do what I said. No. 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 Wow. Well, see, I prefer to remain non-committal.
They're inside that thing there. Would be cool if you did. Was there something? No. Not really, no.
Not really.
She's trying to get out of a direct lie with semantic tricks. She personally didn't put the padlock on the door.
But she knows you did. Okay, if you didn't personally, who did? She'll wear the sticker.
Yeah, you know. That's what I meant. Noid did. Noid put the padlock on the door. Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Why didn't we?
To keep more weirdos from getting in. Fucking Martinez. I'm sorry. It's got the worst weirdos. If you get around to it, ask Andre about them, he'll tell you.
Enough about the church, then. I had another question.
Go ahead. Okay, bye.
And there's no way for me to get my empathy up, is there? No. And I don't. Tool. So what did I get? Okay. Ledger of failure and hatred. I don't have anything for, I gave her my good hat, son of a bee. Composure. I have nothing for empathy, which sucks because I also need empathy for, see, I wish I'd have gave her that hat for Kuno. store goods down. That will help me for
A
the
pane
next
of
time I
eternite has
come.
been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up. Barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough.
It looks like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient.
Yes, it could.
Pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
Boom. How did I miss this? It looks like money. It is money. Alright. Let's talk to these weirdo kids.
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff.
Oh,
The
you're not
flap
gonna let
is
me
open. Inside, 3 young men, all in forward-looking apparel, reminiscent of the sticker on the padlock, are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm's up. Sorry, we barely have room for one.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
Oh, wow.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
What am I gonna do without Kim? Smells like sweat and laundry detergent. Halloween basil spray. Speakers.
A young man with peroxide blonde hair
Egghead.
holds up a Harman Welsh tape player, nodding along to the music. He looks at you with a knowing smile and says,
Hardcore! It's hardcore!
You're just gonna keep saying hardcore, aren't you?
Skibber-dee, skibber-danger. I am the rearranger.
Yeah, I like that.
you see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
His grip is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
This is my posse, Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
And Egghead.
Egg!
Together with a Cell Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
Okay. Wait, how many music venues have you organized?
We have many in the pipeline, officer.
That means they haven't set up a single one yet.
Why are you here?
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Also for talent.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a shithole.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
There's no need. The place is pretty bad. Next time, watch yourself. Was there something you wanted? Your friend Estelle said there was a problem.
Which brings me to the problem of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast. I'm talking about the church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
Dopeheads.
Oh Lord, am I gonna help them?
Burnouts.
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that, in Revershoal.
Strike that! The world!
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts holed up in there were the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burnouts really are. Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
The spooky kind. I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge. Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse.
People just want tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the ecclesiast... All right, man.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchange giddy looks.
Estelle told me Noid put a padlock on the door.
So you met her? Good. I did ask Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. It's a temporary fix, just something to contain the situation.
I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key.
All right.
Damn it.
You sense the trajectory of the little piece of metal and plastic. The object makes a small ringing sound as it approaches. Just the tiniest chime to your left. Ka-ching! The key hits your palm. The speed freaks nod to you approvingly. The speed freak nods to you. A respectful nod. You proved something here.
How long have those people been locked in there?
Not long. Like a week, maybe?
Wow. How can you be sure they haven't starved to death?
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
Somewhere in the ruinous past that led you here, there was something called exams. You may have learned the term involuntary manslaughter there.
Andre, do you know what involuntary manslaughter means? 85% is not good enough when you're dealing with another person.
Exactly. That's exactly what we thought.
The cage of the rage! Rough blaze!
Egg means the situation is monitored. It's relatively safe. No one has died yet.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it. Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses.
You haven't even seen them and you want the police involved?
Yes. There's also the machinery. When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there are all these strange machines lying around in there.
One of them has wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water. Never seen anything like it.
Andre, tell him about the feeling. Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us, watching us from the dark. No, the other one. Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg. Felt like silence. Awful silence. Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church. A couple of times. And we felt someone, or something, eyeing us inside. But that's kinda it.
What was that about something watching you? Can you tell me more about this machinery?
Like, you aren't alone, you know?
It wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
Not human, as in a ghost. Do you know what he means?
Nope. It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling, like some kind of crab man. Yeah, you know, the way it was climbing up and around the ceiling, like a crab.
Right.
It was stalking a cell, exhibiting ambush behaviour.
Odd. Crabs are usually marine creatures, and not known for climbing walls.
Crab man! Yeah, totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. Estelle was alone that time, but I believe her. If she comes out running and says there's a crab in there, there's a crab in there.
Right.
So he hasn't even been in there lately. Is he afraid?
You should ask her about it, but be nice. Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab.
There probably is no crab man. Don't let them draw you in with this nonsense.
What can you tell me more
You should talk to Lloyd about that. I just got a distinct burnout and dopehead sign from them. Probably jacked up to some snuff station too. Probably, very likely. Well, honestly, I can't. But I am.
This is a below-feeble attempt at avoidance. Basically, he is attempting to weaponize idiocy.
Hey now, I'm 70% sure they're substance abusers. Don't let all that technology fool you. Where do you think the drugs come from? Sure. What? He's a quiet man, mostly communicates through music, and by being a master of ceremonies. You know, a host, a declaimer of slogans. He's a performer, gets the people going.
Interesting, sire. A bit like you, then. An MC for short.
Well, he's just kinda here. I don't really know how to communicate with him. Yeah, sometimes, when I stumble and find my way into his center, you have to hear a lot of hardcore to the mega first though.
The man smiles mysteriously, choosing to let the beat speak for itself. I get it. He's a puzzle.
You mentioned some kind of Ecclesiastes on the church.
Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with minor demagoguery.
You know, of Meteo, concerning Meteo. Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organization. And they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericarnassian church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, made the innocentic system, no?
Now, Andre, in your opinion, would this ancient religious organization who anoints the innocent want a club of whatever music in one of their churches? They sound exactly like the kind you would want.
You're right, they do. The Pericarnassian church is about love. And Nordic music is about love. I got love for my Pericanasian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We dance. Love is hardcore.
Unity.
Unity. Make some noise for my Insulindian posse.
You feel it, the anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base, as if testing the waters. Feels good.
Oh yeah, it can. He's coming around. You're getting it. Yeah! Yakokata! The place to be!
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew.
I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions?
Okay.
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving.
You want me
You
to
feel like you
dance?
could go for a little disco when, or if they get this club going. You've got it in you.
Yes. What? Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scattered the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even is running water. Oh. It's the one they sell at the fuel station.
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that there's nothing for you to grab hold of.
I see where, I hate to tell you, but it reeks of sweat in here. What's with all the...
The what now? Oh, the old Ultra.
He's like an actor looking to the souffleur for his line.
I have a major sinus infection, stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all blasted up. Winter, can't even breathe. Yes, that's all Nosafed's doing. Without the Noser, I'd be drowning in shit right now.
Nosafed is the shit.
Sure. Here you go, officer. The Noser. Blast away.
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
Logic. I need to up
As
my
always.
logic.
Rigorous self-critique.
Oh, it's finished.
Here it is. Hard facts from the man you are. You once jerked off in the locker room and were caught. You held a young woman by the arm and kept her in your apartment for 20 minutes against her will. That's right. These are not flights of fancy. These are real deeds, Harry, emerging from the darkness of your past. You tried shooting a fleeing suspect in the foot, but hit him in the pelvis, crippling him for life. And, above all, you let life defeat you. All the gifts your parents gave you, all the love and patience of your friends, you drowned in a neurotoxin. You let misery win, and it will keep on winning till you die, or overcome it.
Raised to 6. I don't know if that's really helpful. Oh, I can unlock another one. Plus 20 zoom out distance on captures by 1. I don't know which one I want to do. Let's see. Some kind of superstar. It'll take away 2 logic. Three hours. Half-life, Kingdom of Conscience. Art degree. Magnesium-based life form. I don't know. That's really it. So I can do this one. Just 5 hours. Humpty Dumpty. 42 minutes. Alright, I'm gonna wait. Damn it, now I forgot. 'Cause
Hi
I
again.
need
So,
logic
how are things going?
for him.
As always,
Logic. What do I have for logic? No, 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 no. Okay, oh, I had that damn hat that I don't have anymore, so that's one logic. I think that's all I have now. I have the coat, right? Yep. Alright. And the tie. Was it not the tie? Alright. So the glasses. The coat. And this hat.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
I should save it. Screw it. Let's just do it.
Okay. So
Damn.
the Speed Freaks want to start a club for dance music. The gist of it is plus, and it has to be considered. You can't invent the future of dance music in
as always,
That's fine. I'm not reloading it though. Alright, let's put back on these glasses. Was it this coat? take the hat off. Alright. Talk.
So you had a talk with Andre, and now you want to discuss things with Noid. Good. It's good you talked to Andre first. Gave me time to get a reading on your sign. Can't really talk to people before you get a reading. Yeah, gotta compare. See if we can align. I suck at socialising, man. Even now, our sign synchronisation is way off. But I'll see what I can do.
I saw a sticker.
A sticker? You mean the yellow one? Can you describe it to me?
Interesting. He wants you to describe it, though he already knows what it looks like.
Seems like my creation has found its way into the legal bureaucracy. What did you want to ask about it? The dead guy smiling.
And what does it mean? Why is the dead guy
He defeated history. We are living in the age of history, and in the eyes of history, we are always already dead. How can we ever smile then? Because history is a lie, and so are its deaths. The present moment and life are the hardcore. The hardcore expels death. Or maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just really ecstatic about the beats. Yeah, that interpretation holds.
What makes the sticker so
Simplicity
modern?
was brought to us by classical solarist modernism, but that was a tasteful, harmonious simplicity, right? Well, hardcore is not tasteful or outwardly harmonious. It's a warning shot. This will be dangerous. The echo of man's loss, haunting him. The sticker, the clothes, the music, same thing.
You come up with this by yourself. Seems awesome.
It is. I guess one could write an entire treatise on the thing. But what for? Weird stuff. Specialised. There was a data processor and some sort of long-wave machinery. Wires going into water. Gives off a spy sign. Or some fucked up Samaran science sign. You know, the kind that goes head first into the supernatural.
The People's Republic of Samara is a product of Revachel's sister revolution on the Grand Isola. It's known as a severely
it's on the wrong
degenerative
screen.
rogue state.
I know, man. I was just talking about the aesthetic. Nothing's wrong with it. You should definitely be researched. You can still do sick shit with it, though. Most of it doesn't exist. But there's also stuff that isn't allowed to exist. Because the moralists think it's too dangerous for the plebs. Psionic powers, pale-related diseases, pretenders pretending to be human, folk rights, that kind of stuff. The hardcore aesthetic is esoteric. It's not meant to be discussed with the law at this moment. I can see that. Further sign matching would do good for us. One way to achieve sign synchronicity would be by getting us into the church.
Okay.
Nah. Still strongly out of sync. Stage gamma disalignment. You heard me.
The young man with the tape recorder acknowledges your return. When he looks at you, he squints as though you were the setting sun.
This is hardcore. Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega! Here comes the night!
Damn it. Let's try it again.
Back to the heavyweight. Hardcore! Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega! Internally coherent. All core! All right! Yeah!
He furrows his brow as
Hardcore! Ah! Is it though? But is it? I mean, really? I am the mic enforcer. I am the chicks checker. Yeah!
Fuck it. I'll come back later and talk to you, homie.
the shaggy-haired girl kneels on the seat.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? With the church, I mean. Shoot. Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
She's less prone to blurt it out, Crabman, than the others.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe. She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother, you know, strange old clothes. Had this absent expression, didn't say anything, just stood still. And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall, upside down like a crab, down the church wall. I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent. He stopped right before he got to the floor, then just hung there like that, looking at me, right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out. End of story.
Like a crab, you say?
What did this crab man
It was
look
too
like?
dark. I couldn't tell exactly.
Come on, she obviously could. She already went into detail.
Why? I guess so. Anyway, what else? My associates? I haven't got much to say about them. Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
You know, rat.
To the cops.
What about you?
Me? I'm a silver bird. Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but...
Alright. I need to pick something else for this, and I don't know which one. That'll bring my logic way down, but it's only for an hour. And I kind of want to do it. What's my logic? 5. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And I got the key for the church. Before I go in, I want to see if there is anything else around here. Nope, we good. I guess we're going into the church. I should probably save it first. save. Alright, I'll be right back. I need to microwave some food, stretch for a minute. I can't put on my be right back screen because it'll mess everything up, but I will turn off the mic. I shall return. All right, I am back. Let's see what's in this church. Miss Territorial, what is
Heavy
good?
wooden
Good
doors, more
morning.
than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood. The lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open.
Let's go.
A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum.
Bet. I'll
In
pull
the
you
heart
up.
of the city,
What are you gonna stream? Oh, I still got that dude in the freezer. Damn. Oh, okay. That's what's up. This grotesque wooden figure looks half finished. Good luck on that. To you and Neon. I like Neon, he's cool. More of the fork lighting pattern you saw outside. Bark beetles, no, it looks intentional. Some sort of forgotten style. The blackboard is filled with complex equations. They look recent. Let's check this side first.
the silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
Wait, I think I still hear
And then
something.
it's gone. Almost all of it, but for the faintest of hums. You can hardly hear your own breathing.
Yell as loud as you can.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers.
Stomp your
You
feet.
produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow. The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
Can you hear anything?
Almost nothing, and it's beginning to worry me. Not really, but it's extraordinary. I've never experienced anything like this.
I wonder why the church was built with such strange acoustics.
Maybe the church was designed this way to prevent boisterous activity, singing and dancing on its premises.
What is this, Footloose? Maybe they wanted to discern. There's probably nothing or imaginations. Whatever it is, definitely real. Something odd is happening around us. I'm going with option 3. Oops, I didn't mean for that to fall.
The lieutenant doesn't reply, but you can sense him tense up next to you. The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
Oh man. 58% chance. This sucks. And I don't think I get another shot. Alright, whatever. We failed. Damn it. That's just the way it is.
Just darkness without end. It makes your head spin.
Try to make something.
Filled with vague shapes of woodwork, the sense of a great height. There's nothing. You're dizzy and disoriented as you see dark and more dark.
Officer, what are you looking at?
Damn it, I'm not gonna get to try again, am I?
You see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you with
This is
dark
the crab,
eyes.
man.
Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
Oh, I see it. But I'm going back on this side of the church before I do that. I'm scared now. Portable tape recorder.
A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
Another radio computer. And this time it's already turned on.
These pancakes are disgusting.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
Yes, but this machine, excuse me, looks just like the one.
You see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed. Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments,
Yeah, but I don't
smoldering
have
in the dark
anything
like
to put in it.
fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, log, February to March. Another filament memory. Press play to talk with the repeater. The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old
I don't
lady
know the
greets you.
password.
Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good morning, votre accident en Saint-Brun. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
It's the same old woman you spoke with through the radio computer in the doomed commercial area.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Damn it.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answers.
Received. I will register for trace accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Goodbye.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated. Nothing happens.
Fine. What's this? Is that taking me back outside?
In white, silver, and apricot faience,
Oh no.
the young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad, a dark and radiant majesty. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress. You should kneel.
Okay.
Your knees touch the floor. The floorboards are hard and cold. There you kneel among the snowdrifts, diffuse light falling on your hands from beyond the glass.
Close your eyes.
The world is silent, but for the creaks and cracks of the massive wooden structure behind you, it covers you from the wind outside. The ocean feels distant, its ebb and flow blocked off by the centuries-old pinewood sarcophagus around you. The woman looks down at you kneeling. She towers among her followers, architects, laymen, courtiers. There is a sad smile on her lips, and a glint in her green-blue eye of what? Compassion? Remorse? She acknowledges the passing of someone who is still alive. Your fingertips touch your chest 4 times. Then you rise from your knees into the apricot-colored light of the window. Above you, the woman still smiles her distant smile, sundered by the crack in the glass.
The old woman in the village was right. This must be the DeLorean Church of Humanity in Martinez, or the small Pinewood Church in some records. It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Ravachol's founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers.
On the coast of an uninhabited archipelago where only animals had roamed before.
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Sept Sœurs, they call them, the 7 sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials. We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find anything connected to the lynching here. Something else, perhaps.
Respectful? Is the lieutenant a follower of DeLoreanism?
Yes, we all are. Her name, body, and rule are synonymous with humanism. The laws we enforce are DeLorean in origin.
The woman looks by in silence, smiling enigmatically.
It's not spiritual, it's constitutional. The DeLorean system does not demand faith,
we should be able to
only
get this
accordance.
92%.
Despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is Her Innocence, Dolores Day. The innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Perhaps the most famous human being ever to have lived. No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still, and will haunt you forever, as it haunts all men.
What exactly is an innocence? I've heard of the system. Okay, when did she rule? What else?
The highest category of historic individual, an embodiment of the world spirit. More, an innocence is elected to office by the founding party, a precedent that has taken place a mere 6 times in the entirety of history. The legal system of the Real Belt is built to accommodate an assented rule should it coincide with our time.
Okay.
An innocence is infallible. The decisions made by one are not decisions. They are inevitabilities. What would have happened anyway? Only accelerated, packed into decades instead of centuries. And innocence is a continuous, compressed event, a sacred human being. It is an honor and a glory to live when one is in office.
Is one in office now?
No, we are alone. 300 years ago, in the wake of the discovery of this Isola, the Insulindian, by explorers from the continent of Muindi, she is, among other things, the innocence of inter-isolary travel and the connected world.
Okay.
Many things. You know she was a woman of the court, the wife of an influential Marchese, and eventually the principal advisor to Irene La Navigateur, Queen of Serene, modern-day Sir Laclay. Also that she was gorgeous beyond beauty.
Not by that painting.
Terribly, women of the court were expected to play both contract bridge and chess sufficiently well to prove an interesting challenge to a man. A simple grasp in matters of philosophy, theology, and science was encouraged. She was, by all means, a kept woman. She made the most of her position in the antediluvian court, a court visited by the most prominent thinkers and artists of the day. In secret, she was becoming the era's preeminent philosopher of the state, a scalpel, a piercing gaze. She was an almost preternaturally magnetic and intelligent individual. To her contemporaries, she appeared out of time, a messenger from the future of the species. We all fell in love with her, head over heels. Even before she was declared an innocence, her influence was tremendous. It was on her advice that Irene La Navigateur sponsored a number of voyages into the Pale. A costly, often tragic endeavor, ultimately vindicated by the discovery of the new world, the piece of reality you're standing on. She was crowned 2 years after the first expedition. Wow, indeed. When her innocence was declared, and the queen she had advised for years fell on her knees before her, she was so overcome with emotion that her lungs started glowing in her chest.
Word.
Bystanders reported golden filaments lighting the already sunlit chamber around her, clearly visible beneath her dress. That is why the lungs are the symbol of love for the cultures of the Real Belt. As did we all, the lands of the Mess and the Occident, and even far away Supramuindi, altogether 21 of the 40 mundial nations of the time, immediately accepted Innocentick rule, even before her crowning. In a city called Advesperaskit in Vesper Messina, her homeland, the name of the city means evening comes, but it happened on a winter's morning, with the canals frozen and slush falling out of the sky. She was dressed in a white and pearl dress on an emptied-out plaza with the crowd far away. Already, her terriers, the secret servicemen of the Innocents, were worried about an assassination attempt.
She must have
Oh
been
yes,
beautiful.
she looked like humanity's young mother, a perfect mother, insultingly beautiful. It was as if her face and shoulders and hands were covered in a soft down of underfeathers. You know this well, very well. Midwinter snow was beating the cobblestones around her. A small attaché of officials stood by as her terriers placed a white gold wreath on her head. The crowning was mostly witnessed by secret servicemen. One of the men in this secret service killed her 22 years later. A young man who had come to suspect that Dolores Day was not entirely human, but something else. Something that had walked in our midst, watching us stumble for hundreds, if not thousands of years, until it decided to interfere in the course of our history. We were supposed to come up with this ourselves. The man was reported to have screamed at the innocents. Dolores Day was shot in the chest with a fowling piece 8 times. The man, thought to be insane, said he once touched her and her body had been unnaturally warm, like a furnace, and that sometimes, while on duty, he observed her forgetting to breathe for over 10 minutes. This inhuman quality was witnessed by many others as well, glowing lungs and all. It is commonly attributed to mass hysteria and religious psychology. Terrifying is a term too emotionally charged for your semantic memory, or what remains of it. But although she's often considered to be the greatest human being to ever live, there was something ominous about Dolores Day, constantly surrounded by her terriers. She was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the innocences. Some modern thinkers would consider her a war criminal for the campaigns she waged against the Mesk state. And then there were the resettlement programs. The Mesk state tried to detach itself from innocentic rule. Parts of the world were experiencing whiplash, accelerated into secularism. Her mandatory education programs and mass resettlement of upstream Marguerite were problematic as well. Dissenters were suppressed by a military force she called the Army of Humanity, suggesting those who fight against it are not part of humanity.
You're a monster!
She adored chess, yes, but also military war games. Dolores Day often holds a tiny tin soldier between her index finger and thumb in icons such as this. She was also blonde, the blondest woman you have ever seen, with green eyes the color of the Percente, Mare Interregnum. Little is known of her Marchese husband. It's as if he vanished from history after completing his role, which was to introduce Dolores Day to court. In conclusion, yes, there is something lonely, paranoid, and even terrifying that people seldom mention, but feel when they think of her. This subtle terror is part of her iconography.
Lieutenant Freighter, you've stood there for over 5 minutes. What are you thinking of, if I may ask?
She's somehow connected to the case, glowing lungs, that's fucked up, nothing, just looking around, she's beautiful, she's not human, yeah, war criminal.
I don't know about that. It was a different time, a different war. Either way, this church, the coast in general, we shouldn't linger here. This isn't a good place to get lost in. We should conclude our business and move on.
A jigsaw of broken shards falls into place in front of you. A ghostly reconstruction of the stained glass window. Before it was shattered, there was an older woman beneath the younger one. And a text, a leitmotif below them both.
What shattered this mosaic?
Unknown. A motor carriage? A gunshot? Someone falling into it? Or maybe just hooligans looking for something to break.
Who's this older woman?
The escutcheon on her throne says, Irene the Navigator. She is depicted as an older woman wearing thick-rimmed eyeglasses, holding a golden right apfel in one hand and a scepter in the other. This is the queen her Innocence Day advised. Above, she herself is whole. Small figures of wise men, common men, worshippers walk up the stairs to stand at her feet. Secret servicemen, Theriers, stand in a row guarding her. It must have taken years to produce this work in all its dizzying detail.
The motto, what does it say?
Below both women, in luminous black letters, après la vie, mort.
I'm supposed to know
Après
what
la
that
mort,
means.
la vie de nouveau.
I can barely read English now.
And then along the left side, après le monde, la gré. Après le gré, le monde de nouveau.
I do like the graphics of this game.
After life, death. After death, life again. After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. This is the great leitmotif of humanism, a summary of the effect of the discovery of this isola, the insulindian, on human thinking. A tremendous sea change akin to finding life after death.
Death, life again. After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. This exaltation is common in Dolorian sacralism. In the early years, it was even incorporated as the RCM slogan. No more, however. It was deemed subservient to use a strongly moral intern-related motto. We already suspected of bootlicking. The sentence was also seen as too feminine. It was a macho thing.
Oh wow.
Justice, union, prudence, and force. So do I.
Oh, cool.
The mother of humanism towers
we got
above
some
you.
XP
A
out of
wax
that.
painting on a cracked pane of glass. Nothing has changed in her expression.
There's nothing else. I don't have the freaking password. Shoes. Let's see what these shoes do. Oh, it brings up my empathy. That's great. What do the shoes I'm wearing now do? Let's put on these shoes. What do these shoes do? Composure. Let's put these shoes on. Thank you. I appreciate it. Nope. What's this? Spider has spun its web around this wood carved pillar. We're back over here now. A cracked pane of glass. It's colorful. It came from a stained glass window. It still has the letters on it. I'm gonna check this stuff out before I talk to you, homie. Frost has drawn flowers on the glass, obscuring the view. A figure drawn in frost on the window depicting a deer. Is it an empty bottle? Okay. A scarf. Let's see what that does. Pain threshold. I think my pain threshold is pretty okay. What's my drama? Ooh, my logic is down to 3 though. Oh yeah, because I'm doing that, whatchamacallit. It's at 58% though. It's almost done. Alright, let's talk to you.
Is that a man? Looks more like part of the carpentry of the building came alive and is now
Spider-Man.
studying you intently. The crab man. The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze.
I should have saved it
Then
first.
speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
Oh wow.
That accent is Villalobos, a peninsula in Mesk, and a district in Jamro. There's a sizable contingent of Villalobos-speaking Mesks in Revachol.
The right place for what?
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Sheesh.
Yeah, I guess I have a bit of a problem. And it's been getting out of hand lately, but I'm the police. I need to talk to you about police things. I don't know anything about alcohol. Oh, hell no, run away.
Oh yeah, sure. You don't know anything about alcohol use. You got it all under control, Wade. I could smell the control all the way over here.
Okay, fine, I'm struggling, but you don't need to lecture me. I know what I need to do. You don't know me, you don't know what it's like. There's something white person, sad. This conversation is making me uncomfortable.
Not all of it. I was like you once. You don't know all the havoc Albino is wrecking on your mind and your spirit. Necesita parar, homie.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Don't trust me. Trust the mother. I'm only the messenger, Holmes. This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
You have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Is he just trying to throw you off your game? Whatever it is, he's quite confident about it. Just look how gracefully he sways. 'Tis not an act, my liege, saving perchance he hath deceived his very self. This man is a zealot.
You must be the crabman. Some ravers want to turn this place into a nightclub. You know where the other spooker is? Around you.
The ones in the tent outside, right? I see him. Think they scared of me.
Wait, do they have reason to be scared?
Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore. Anyway. Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go.
Wow.
Might even be nice to have some company.
He said that in spite of himself. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think.
Never known myself to be a crab. But if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it. I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique. I was in a gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone. No, man, you gotta let that shit go. Then the mother's light touch will fill you with rapture.
Rapture scares me.
Do you remember your name, sir?
Tiago's my name, but those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellows, your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
My name is Harry.
That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters. This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there, a way out into nothingness. This church was built around for purposes of veneration. I circled it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
The mother of silence, you mean her? What will happen once you drink from her?
No. There's a new god in town. And she can be painted or sculpted because she has no limb or even a face. She is the end. She is a cavity in the dark beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes, and no one ever will. I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, I won with the state of the world before reality began.
So you'll die.
That sounds a bit like substitution behavior, no? You know a thing or two about that.
It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service.
Too gleeful, those words. He is lying. Not to you, to his very own self.
I heard that before, Way, and I know I can't convince you on the spot. But think, when's the last time you woke up from silent communion with a hangover, regretting what you did last night?
There are drugs darker than alcohol circling your system.
I know it will take time. Don't sweat it. I know it will take time. Don't sweat it. I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory. I ain't from no Marietti, if that's what you're thinking. And the song I sing is silent as the mother.
Marietti is a mesque style of music and dance, commonly seen at all manner of festivities, especially weddings. It's delightfully quaint, owing to its peasant origins. He lost his cool there for a moment. Seems you hit some nerve.
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, Way.
Are these yours?
It didn't belong to me. I think they were. A long time ago. I had to shed them like skins to get closer to the center of the
So you're
silence.
naked.
You could have them. I don't need them anymore.
They look pretty dapper, actually. The sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows.
Police raid a while back.
Did you witness it?
Not really, or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother.
Okay.
It lets you forget about everything. Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
The Aita is Grandma?
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear. That's what I said, Holmes. Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
Tell me how she looks.
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or
Or search through a radio computer.
Too many times, essay, you need it for something.
Surveys are a good way to fish for personal information, especially in the name of public safety.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife death.
Cool.
What you
Thank
think of that? Makes me almost pity la niñita pequeña when I hear it. I think we're done here, essay.
That was an interesting conversation.
It definitely was.
However, I'm still not sure how it's relevant to our investigation.
It's not. But it's relevant to all the side shit we've been doing.
Hey, Innocence Dolores Day liked little figurines, right? Liked holding little men between her fingers, remember? You have the headless Falcon Rider figurine. You should give it to her. Win her back. So very, very, very nifty. Nifty and mysterious. This is surely what the figurines are for.
Yeah.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated. The speaker comes to life.
Good morning, Fortress accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian Rapid Station 1. Please repeat. It's good. Please repeat. Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament. Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Good, thank you. Please repeat. Is this the personal log? I have 2 men registered to this company name in Martinez. One on Saint-Brune, the other on Rue de Saint-Ghislaine.
Saint-Brune, that's the church. And Rue de Saint-Ghislaine, that's the doomed commercial area.
Anything else I can help you with? Goodbye, Fortress accident.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated. The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal. The first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
You think this log might be connected to the case?
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity. See? Even one of the spookers themselves says it's unnerving. 7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking ESCA series, something advanced.
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna, had some problems setting it up. Called Simo for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers. But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads, The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked. I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading. I think these people worked in the radio computer games business, the one we saw in the Doom commercial area. They must be our former co-workers.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder. Keep reading.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Is she talking about?
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence, with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples. March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good, I don't want anyone distracting me from my work. That disco man must be a cell.
The girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
March 51. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. Can't do anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind of curse. How Martinez of her.
I knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with the machine.
No. It was a great idea. You're learning things. This is how you learn things about machines. March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles. Crackers. Ping energy drinks. Water. Toothpaste. Gum. Also, some canned air. Your reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door opening. A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
She looks scary. Do you not see me here?
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
Well, you won't find any music venue organizers here. It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
Some kind of superstar. They say the world isn't ready for a rock and roll cop. No one wants their state monopoly on violence to be mixed with celebrity worship. They claim to know it would be dangerous for detectives to rise to the ranks of demigods and have sexual encounters with barely legal cover girls. It would be insane, they say. To all this, you say, fuck off and die, in a cool voice. You people...
So what's my logic on that? 4. Can I unlock another one?
What is it? No, you just printed out my personal log and wasted some paper. Yes. Or no. Not anymore. That project is dead.
She doesn't seem surprised to be recognized. Rather sad. Something passes over her face before she straightens her back.
I am Soona Luukkanen-Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages.
Nice for you.
If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how I can help you.
That still doesn't answer what she's doing in an abandoned church.
No. Yes. And? No, you're right. I'm not. I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything. I use the AR-1 as my RAIN Prefect's processing unit. RAIN Prefect, my radio computer. Yes? You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you? All right. Well, all radio computers perform operations up on air. So in order to gain more processing power, you need to invest in a good antenna.
Okay.
On the front, the unified front of radio waves, licensed and controlled by Lintel in the East Insulindic region.
Right.
It's all around us. That's what on air means.
Like love.
I guess it is. So far I've been quite satisfied with it. Martinez is an unstable region with bad coverage, and the operation has been surprisingly stable. But it's not the cheapest one on the market, so I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape operations. Fraser 1000 is a foolproof line for civilians. Anyway, you should do some research before you decide to buy anything. Ask around, compare the prices. There are many milieux dedicated to that sort of thing.
She liked telling me this. It calmed her nerves.
I'm working.
The machine seems almost alien with its pulsing core. The light casting her face in a strange shadow.
Could you just shh for a moment? Or get to the point. I really need to focus on something.
Great. You really like those questions, don't you? I'm conducting scientific research here. You can't throw me out.
What research?
I'm looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
Wait,
What?
what?
Exactly.
She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log said. The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
Yes, that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that. Exactly. What does it mean? Up to now, it has been impossible to say what it is because it's impossible to measure nothing. What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure something that does not exist?
That's a little above your pay grade at the moment.
Hold on a moment. Does it mean we're now living in a world that has holes in it? I can't even understand how we're talking about something that doesn't exist.
I don't know. Are we? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. But you measure it by its surroundings, by that which does exist, which is what I've been trying to do. I've tried using hydro transducers to record the silence, to find out where it begins.
Hydro transducers. So that's what those water basins are. Devices for recording sound through water.
But honestly, it's not progressing very well. Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume.
Only a faint crisscross of rafters can be made out from the dark. Most of the tower
Why there?
into the shade.
There's this place at the back of the church, a place where all audible vibrations seem to decease. I've named it the Swallow, and the higher you go, the less you record.
The Pillar of Silence? Are you sure it's not just an architectural quirk?
Maybe, but it's oddly close to the physical coordinates of the data loss that led me to this place. I know. No, I don't.
You said that the research isn't going well. Why not?
Because it's just trial and error, trying to locate the Swallow, the exact point in space. And I don't have a... You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop talking and let me work.
That's all I wanted to know about the scary 2mm hole.
Great. Thanks. What? I hate it.
I bet she hasn't even heard it.
Yeah. Like all the time. My tent neighbors don't really ease up with their partying, do they? Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do with either dancing or music. This is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? I've got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to build here. Take a guess, why don't you? I can't believe they got you so easily. Go have another talk with those up-and-coming entrepreneurs, will you? Thanks.
Good luck.
Damn it.
I'm not coming in there.
The mother of humanism stands above you, a precious and complex wax painting on a single pane of glass. A crack runs across the length of her body. Why? That does seem to be a problem. Maybe you meant something else? I don't know. What are we thinking of? Part of your mind has gone on to other things already. The mother of humanism towers above you, a wax painting.
Alright, we're gonna save it here and end it here. save it already? I will be streaming again tomorrow. However, I will be streaming Destiny. Thank you for anybody who stopped by and kept me company. We gonna raid somebody who is on. Miss Territorial is on. Alright, thank you for coming, and see you guys tomorrow.